Okay, so now, um, so you know, one revolution, this wheel is gonna go from here to here, right? So how far is that? Well, that means I need to put revolution on the bottom. Why I want a revolution on the bottom? I need to convert a revolution to the distance. And then each distance is the circumference. So it will be 40 pi. Why? Because the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. So therefore it's 2 pi times 20. So it's 40 pi. That means this one becomes 40 pi inches. Does that make sense? Because one revolution, I go 40 pi's.
Double the circumference.
Not double the circumference, 2 pi r. So 2 pi times the radius. So 2 pi times 20. Circumference is 2 pi r.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so this is, if you don't understand this is circumference of a 20-inch tire. Radius tire. And is that okay? Yes.
Is radians only when you're doing circumference?
I usually deal with radian a lot more.
No, but like you know how the other question before it was just like 2 pi, like you don't put pi radians.
Oh, okay. Yeah, radian you don't have to write down. Radian is one of the things that you don't have to write down, but let's get to like kind of tricky. Yeah, radian just think of a number for now.
Say circumference of 20 inch.
Circumference of a 20-inch radius tire. Okay, so now let's just say, hey, let's just convert to mile per hour. What do we have? We cancel out the revolution. We got inch per minute. So we need to get the minutes to hours. So that means minute need to be on the top or on the bottom. Top, yes, because you want a minute to cancel, right? And you want an hour to be on the bottom, right? Now, how many minute in the hour? 60, right? Now, does that look like stoichiometry? You
Yeah,
kind of start canceling things out?
I have trauma from
Okay. So, now we have a minute. We have minutes here. They cancel out right here. And we have revolution. We cancel out right here. And we have inches. Now, we have hour. So we have mile per hour. But we don't have a mile. So guess what? You need to convert the inches to miles. So what? Inches is on the top, right? How do I cancel the inches?
Put on the bottom.
Put on the bottom.
Uncoded.
And then what's on the top though? We had to go from inches to feet first, right? Okay, so how many feet equal to 1 inch and how many inches is equal to 1 feet?
Well, 1.
12 and 1. Is that okay? So stoichiometry is not bad. No, it is not bad. It's like you guys.
Bottom of 60 minutes.
Okay, so
Okay.
okay, so now you have to convert the inches to what? No, you have to compare feet to miles, right? So we want to put feet on the bottom and a mile on the top. So therefore, it's a 5 to 80 feet equal to 1 mile, right? So all we gotta do is take a calculator, multiply all the things on the top. So Arthur, I think the problem is your mindset. Your mindset just like, oh my God, it's so hard. But you are this is just whining baby. Just sit there and whine. It's like, oh, I can't walk. And like, you haven't tried to take a step yet.
C. As a final grade.
You still pass.
Didn't have 8.
Okay, so I'm at total times everything on the top. And I'm times 60. And then that's gonna give you this number. I'm gonna divide it by. I'm gonna put a parenthesis before I divide. I'm gonna divide it by another parenthesis. 12 times 5 to 80.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're so dumb. You need to stop. It's not nice. It's pretty big.
So guess what?
Yeah, find your.
59.499, which is 59.50 mile per hour. Who was the closest? I don't know.
65.
You said 65?
I said 50 something.
I erased it by accident. So
Wait.
I said 50.
I think somebody say 60.
I know.
Brandon, would you say 6? Who said 60? So this becomes 60. Okay, does this make sense? I just convert a angular velocity to a linear velocity that you can understand. What is the first key though? Guys, this is the biggest part. Rest of the part is not a big deal. It's how much is one revolution. Because one revolution is 2 pi r. Now, why is this matter? Why am I doing this? Because dimension analysis, to convert from one thing to the other thing, is on SAT. Those of you guys taking SAT, you know, right? It's conversion. It's on that. So I care you more on SAT, not AP Pre-Calc. AP Pre-Calc will focus later. Let's focus on March SAT. See if you guys can bring your score up more and more and more, hopefully. And this is a free. This is a free education here. Outside, I charge you $150 per hour. Yes.
Can you show me the calculations that you did?
I just multiply all the things on the top, and then I'll divide, and I put parenthesis everything on the bottom. So you put a parenthesis of top multiplied together, divided by parenthesis of bottom times. Try it right now. Here, I'll try it here. This will show up as 500 times 40 pi times 60. Is that okay? And I'll put parenthesis. I'll divide it by another parenthesis of 12 times 5 to 80.
Man, this is little bit.
Hey, we love moles.
1 mole is equal to 6.
6.20. I don't know. 6 something.
Okay, is this okay? Okay. See how good my aim is.
Devin, watch out.
Devin, marker is coming at you. Not just only Isla.
It's gonna hit me.
I almost hit Ember. They fly over Ember's head. Okay, shh. Now I'm gonna change your question a little bit, okay? I'm gonna change your question a little bit. I have a wheel. This wheel is gonna be how many inches? You decide. 30, okay? No, but actually, let's make it huh?
15.
Let's make it a big number.
67.
Okay, 67, but it's diameter.
I love the funny stuff.
Okay, so 67-inch diameter. Diameter, I'm going to say that again. Diameter. Okay, so if we're going around 600, it's going about 480 revolution per minute. What do you think how fast it's going to go? So you guys going to calculate.
Put the 6.5.
I don't know. You got to do whatever you do.
Reno or the.
That's per minute.
Yeah, 600 revolution per minute. RPM.
Yeah. So yeah. Your choice. Kind of. No, I'm saying this one.
And I'll show you the work from previous so you can see
No.
how do I get there.
Use high R.
Once you understand this question, geometry is pretty easy. Dimension analysis is pretty easy. SAT has part of this question. Except SAT sometimes has 3 dimensions, so you have to worry about 3 dimension. So you have to multiply by the unit 3 times. We'll talk about it at the end. I'm gonna talk about next SAT question in the next 10 minutes. Did I talk about arc length already?
No.
I feel like I did.
Really?
We did like
Oh, sure.
If you fall asleep, I will throw a marker at you.
Oh, dude.
You gotta watch out for that, dude. So, someone could report you. for-
Oh, somebody already did yes, right?
Okay, I got the answer, but I don't know.
I got called in to talk to the principal today.
Ooh.
I think that.
You know what I joke in your head? What do you think your reputation in school is?
I have no idea. I don't give a fuck. I don't.
I think I personally, because like from what I've known, like what I've heard, you're the type of person you're known for having an insane pass rate, but also can never follow through.
Oh my god.
And I think that describes you pretty well. Someone who would go if you see a rule and you think it's stupid, you are not going to follow it.
$61.
But it's because like oh no skipping, shit, my kid wants skipping.
I will say the only friend I have in this school. Well, Miss Line, no, we've been friends for a long time. In this school, Mr. Park.
No wonder when I shit talk you told me.
And then there's 2
Mr. Park is Mr. Firm. I will consider as a friend.
Their problem, like when I first graduated, the first couple like months, I told him, he goes, "You have gay," and he couldn't believe that. I was complaining how I fucking suck. Stop distracting me. I'm gonna put it in my head because I'm in his camp.
No, the radius is not. Yeah.
Is it all the all stuff from the top?
Two 10 points in a row.
Yeah, it's all the stuff on the top and stuff on the bottom.
What do you mean?
How do you do what you have to set up? Time.
I just times all the thing on the top, divide, parenthesis, everything on the bottom.
Hey, hold on.
You're literally defending.
I don't know what
It's gotta be like a mode.
Well, it's a different app.
Well,
Did all you guys have got the same thing or no?
Oh, what?
What did you get?
I don't know. What is that?
What did you get?
Yeah, it's a big wheel. It should go a lot faster.
How many inches is the wheel, Mr. Ray?
Huh?
How many inches is the wheel?
I have no idea. 420. That's the number I grew up with. Oh, it was 10 years ago. Everybody's like 420. And that was 10 years ago. And then Oh, original is 42 because of the book, the answer for the universe. What's it? Guardian of the Galaxy.
It's like 42, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they'll be like 42. I'm like,
It's not units.
and then it was like 420, and then now it's 67.
Has
I
there
don't know.
ever been like very obvious like offense in your class?
Yeah.
Don't smell like weed. I mean,
No. All right, I'm gonna talk about one more thing. Yes. Yes. All right.
I got it right, by the way.
Okay.
Good job, Arthur.
So,
The power of cheese.
so most of you guys need to understand is this: you can convert a wheel based on the circumference. So you need to figure out what's one revolution for circumference. Now, I want to talk about something on SAT as well. It's known as arc length versus the area of sector. So what I mean by that is this. I call it cross versus the area of pizza. So either you figure out a cross, what's the dimension of the cross, or what is the area. So first of all, this one has involved with the part circumference. And this is a part pizza. So that's a way to think about it. So how do I find out area of a sector or arc length? So for example, if I give you a, I give you a very, very big slice of pizza, okay? And the diameter is, I'm sorry, the radius is 210. Okay, the radius is 210 inches. Okay, and what if I says, well, how far, if this central angle is 100 degrees?
That is a pretty big pizza.
Yeah,
Did you say 108?
100 degree. Oh, 100 degree should be larger, sorry. 100 degree should be larger than 90. So this will be 100 degrees, right? So I want to figure out how big the area is. And the first question, second question, I want to figure out the crust, which is known as arc length. And you say, wait, that's pretty easy. Why is it pretty easy? Imagine that there's 360 slices of pizza here. Well, if you want to find out part pizza, that means I have 100 slices out of 360 slices. Does that make sense? So can I just do 100 over 360? If I want an area, it's going to be 100 times 360 times by pi r squared. Does that make sense? So it'll be 210 squared. And then you just calculate out. That would be an area. Now, if you want to find the arc length, which is you want to find out the cross, which is only 100 over 360 times 2 pi r, which is 210. I don't want to do the calculation. You guys can do that calculation. That's the easiest way to find area of a sector because they are a part circle. Part, how do you figure out part? It's 100 over 360. Now, I'm going to tell you one more thing. In pre-calc, it's actually, they come up with a new equation for the arc length. Okay, in pre-calc, you got a new arc length is S equal to R theta. This one is actually, it's pretty cool because let's just say if I have a circle, right? And let's just say if I have, let's just say this is a 10 and this is a 120. We have 120. And then all you gotta do is plug in the 10 for radius. This one has to be radian. It cannot be in it cannot be in a degree. It has to be in radian. So what's 120 degree in radian? What's 120 degree in radian? Yes.
1/3 pi.
No. 2 pi over 3. Good. So there'll be 20 pi over 3. So the arc length is going to be 20 pi over 3. Because you can basically arc, this is the arc length. So S equal to r theta, but the radian has to be in degree. Now let's just say if you don't know this equation and you want to go with common sense way, you can do, well, that's 120 over 360, right? That's part. And then times by 2 pi r. Guess what answer you're going to get? Same answer. So one is used formula, one's using common sense. But S equal to r theta is one of them, but theta has to be in radian. Okay, those will be on the test. Arc length, area of circle, linear velocity, angular velocity. It will be on the test. Yes.
If on the pre-calc test, say this is an FRQ, maybe.
This will not be on FRQ. I don't give a shit about FRQ right now. I don't give a shit about AP pre-calculus right now. I give a shit about you supposed to know this knowledge for SAT.
Okay. I was gonna.
So it will be, arc length will be on the SAT.
Yeah.
Area sector will be on SAT or possibly on SAT, not 100%. But I'm trying to cover all the ground for you.
Is that formula on the SAT sheet?
S equal to r theta is not on the worksheet. But this one is very common sense. It's a part circle or part circumference. Is that easy? You don't have to know it. You don't have to know the equation. You just have to know that's a arc length is a part circumference. Area of sector is part pizza. Yes.
What if they always have to be in radians?
That just it's a great question, but I only have 1 minute. I can really answer that. But later on, when we go to BC Calc, then we will talk about why that is. But because this requires a lot of intricate calculations.
You kind of see it. Yeah.